Hey yo, what's up and welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to the LAFC career, where today we have a little bit of business to take care of in this transfer window. We might be bringing in one or possibly two players, because after this month ends, after the month of August, we have September and October, and then we hit the playoffs. So we're gearing up for this playoff run. So at the end of last episode, in kind of a surprise move, I sold Jacori Hayes to Galatasaray. Well, actually, they paid his release clause, and then I let Jacori Hayes choose whether he wanted to stay or go, and he decided to leave, which is fine. I have no problem with that. But that opened up yet another hole in our midfield, so I started looking at some players that I could possibly fill that hole. Kent and Ari Antonsen, Lewis McLeod, I mean, they're good players, but maybe players that no one's really heard of before. And then I thought, you know what, maybe there's some other guys that maybe you guys want to see in this team that I haven't thought of yet, so I checked the comment section and there were some pretty good names in there. The first name that caught my eye was Jackson Yueill, currently in real life at San Jose. Decent young midfielder. I actually really like the look of this kid. Unfortunately, in this series, he just moved to Ingolstadt in Germany, so he is unavailable, but that was a really good suggestion. Next up was James Sands. Could potentially be having a breakout season at NYCFC this year. Still very young even in this career at 21 years old. However, he's coming back from a long-term injury in this career, an MCL injury. He's out another 6 weeks. Not really going to do us any good immediately. And then he'd be coming back right as we hit the playoffs. Wouldn't even know how he'd fit into the team. We'd have to work him in as we go into the playoffs. Not a good situation. So, unfortunately for us, James Sands is just not going to work. And then I saw Gideon Zelalem. And I don't even know if this was a serious suggestion, but Zelalem just recently joined SKC in real life. So it's a realistic move to bring him back, or bring him to MLS. He hasn't played here before, but bring him to MLS. And in this series, he's actually transfer listed by Arsenal. As a matter of fact, Montreal were trying to go in for him, but that move fell through. This just makes sense to do this move. It makes sense to bring in Gideon Zelalem. Now, I know his wages are $58,000, and I said I don't have another designated player spot available. However, we kind of fixed that. Up to this point this season, our designated players have been Aminu Umar, who we brought in at the beginning of the year, Carlos Vela, who has been here since the beginning of the series, and then Julian Green, who is making $8,000 per week in wages, which is the minimum for a designated player. $8,000 or more means that they're a designated player in this series, but I just gave him a contract extension, and I couldn't get him back up to $8,000. He literally would not take $8,000 per week in wages. I couldn't even get him to $7,000. He's making $6.7K. So he's no longer a designated player, and that means we do have a DP spot available, and I think we're going to spend it on Gideon Zelalem. So I have gone ahead and worked out the deal for Zelalem. We paid $5.2 million to bring him in from Arsenal. Had to pay a little bit extra just because I wanted to get rid of the sell-on clause, just in case this thing doesn't work out. But he is 72 rated. He is going to be a designated player, and I realize he's kind of low rated to be a DP, but you know what? I think he's going to fit very well in this team. He's going to plug right into the starting 11, which means Cantu goes back to the reserves. Atuesta, poor Atuesta, he just got into the starting 11. He goes back to the bench into the substitute role. And Zelalem plugs in next to Brett Evans. I like this pickup for us, though. I do think Zelalem could be a force in this midfield. He's not a great shooter. He's not going to score many goals, but he is a very good playmaker. Great with the ball at his feet, ball control, dribbling, long and short passing. That's what he does. I think he's going to be able to pick out passes very well, and hopefully open up, spray the ball out wide for those speedy wingers, and then we can deliver balls into Christian Ramirez. So I think this is going to work out. So our first game today is going to be on the road in Seattle to take on the Sounders. We've moved 16 points clear of them in the Western Conference. So points-wise, this game doesn't mean too much. However, we do play them in the US Open Cup final coming up next month. So whatever team wins this one might have a psychological edge heading into that cup final. So we definitely want to assert our dominance once more. We have owned the Sounders the last couple of years. We want to do it one more time here. Oh, that was a risky ball, but it does work out. Here we go. Ball straight up the middle for Julian Green. Is that Kim Ki-hee? Are you can't let Julian Green just run free through the middle. What was Kim Ki-hee doing there? We take the ball off. Oh, Seattle gets it back, though. Oh, Evans. What a tackle by Brett Evans. He's looking for Green. He just can't quite get there. Oh, but that falls to Evans. He gets it back to Carlos Vela on his right foot. And it's 2-0. Seattle is just so trash. They're actually just so bad. It's laughable. I might not play Seattle anymore. It really is just a slaughter every time we play them now. Seattle's doing well to keep possession here. They have a ball up the wing to Rui Diaz. It's off the... That's going to be a tap in. Okay, he lays it back to one of the Roldans. It's CR7, Christian Roldan. And it's now 2-1. That was an interesting defensive play from us. And by interesting, I mean absolute shit. Wake up call in the 206. How about we play some defense, boys? Oh my god, there's nobody marking McCreary over here. And that's a layoff to, I think, Alex Roldan. Ooh, Ty Miller. What the fuck? All of a sudden, Seattle are good. There we go. Calderon gets that up for Umar. Come on, Umar. You should be faster than Kim Ki-hee. He is just about... Oh, too many touches, though. Just in front of Julian Green. Can't convert that. Zelalem, though, wins that ball. How is that not a foul? Leerdam came flying in and almost took Aminu Umar's head off with a high boot. Nice passing, Julian Green. Cantu for Umar. Umar, far side. It's actually going to sit there for Enrique Vera, but he misses. That's okay. It's the 90th minute. That could have been the exclamation point. That could have ended it, but we have a little bit more work to do. Please tell me they're just going to go for the dink. It's not a dink. Pacheco's there, though. That should end this thing. Ref? Oh, my God. Okay. Somehow, we got off to a flying start in that game. Just annihilated them for the first 20 or 30 minutes. And then Seattle flipped the switch, and it was just an up and down, back and forth, sweaty game. That is the Seattle I expected to see every time we play them, and I just haven't seen it since Season 1. That was a good Seattle team, and a hard-fought victory for us. So originally I had planned on simming this next one against Minnesota. They're second from bottom in the Western Conference. However, considering we have to rotate the entire team, only Zimmerman and Pacheco remain in the starting 11 from last match. This gives us a good opportunity to assess the depth on this team and really figure out who's going to be in the playoff rotation once the playoffs roll around. So, with a fresh new squad, let's play this one against Minnesota. Alright, well, one thing I had forgotten is that Minnesota plays 5 at the back, so already I'm regretting this decision to play this, but let's see how this thing goes. All right, throw in here. It's back for Pacheco. Lays it in there for Atuesta. Lays it off for Bin Bin Zhu with a banging shot, but it is saved. Okay, Bin Bin. Pacheco in there for Wolf. Wolf back for Adekoya. Adekoya through for Lamine. Benzai off the post. Benzai, dude, you're killing me with the finishing in front of net. Oh, Gomez, that's a problem. That's 1-0 Minnesota. I wasn't even sure if that ball went in the net or not. I couldn't really tell. But it does find the bottom corner, and it's Higuita with the goal. That was pretty nice. We marked that up nicely. That was just a really, really good ball and a really good goal. All right, corner for us. I don't even really have a good option in there, except... I didn't think Zimmerman was going to get to that, was the thing. Zimmerman was too far near post. Bin Bin is on the edge of the box. He's 6'6". He should be in the damn mix somewhere. But never mind, Walker Zimmerman got to it, and we have the equalizer. Of course he does, because he's Walker freaking Zimmerman. All he does is score on corners. Uh-oh, that is an issue. That is very, very wide open is Schuler. And we allow him... Oh my God, Pacheco absolutely went to sleep on the back stick. I even tried to switch to him to get his ass to move, and I still couldn't get him to move. Like, he was planted to the spot and just let that dude run in front of him and tap it home. And for Adekoya, tapped around the corner. Actually, that was Wolf to Adekoya. Adekoya through for Benzai. Benzai! He actually scores! I legitimately thought he missed. Again, he just does not consistently finish those chances. He does, though, there. And we have another equalizer. 30 minutes left to play. This could go either way. This could end up with 3, 1, or no points for LAFC here. I have no idea how this is going to go. Go ball up here for Opoku. Opoku for Wolf. Wolf tries to get it back to Opoku, which is not quite there. Layoff for Bernal. Bernal now laying it back in the middle. There's a shot! There's a goal! And I think it's Cantu. I'm not even sure. That was a laser beam of a shot. That definitely is Cantu with the goal. And a hell of a celebration to go with it. There is the final whistle. Late drama here, but the reserve team basically pulls off the victory. A little bit unexpected. We were down twice in that game and came all the way back to pick up the 3 points. That was actually fairly impressive from those guys. So that victory did come at a cost, and it cost us Bin Bin Zoo for 2 months. He broke his toe in that game. Rough day at the office for Bin Bin. He picked up a yellow card like 15 minutes in, then broke his toe. So he'll be gone until probably right around the start of the playoffs. I don't think, with our schedule coming up, I probably don't need to sign anyone to replace him. We should be okay without him. So with the transfer window now closed, we move on to the month of September. And we have the LA Derby. The Galaxy come in 6th place, fighting for that final playoff spot in the West. We, of course, are just kind of in cruise control in first right now. All right, here we go. Kick off at StubHub. Must be nice to have a properly named stadium. Wouldn't know how that feels. How in the hell did Umar? Ooh, Umar, I'm not even sure how he did that. The entire play, the tackle, the control, the moves, it was all very impressive. Oh, Green just springs it through for Carlos Vela. Last second tackle though. There we go, ball up here. Evans, Green goes for Vela and gets Vela. Lays it off in the middle for Green. That's very nice. Green back in there for Vela. Can he get a shot away? He does, but he's off balance. Oh, 2 good chances for Carlos Vela already, and we have nothing to show for it. All right, corner for LA. They go short. That seems to be their preferred tactic. Worked a lot better the second time around, I can tell you that. First time went nowhere. Third try for LA. Again, short corner. And then again, we're just not marking it. They're just going to keep doing it, boys. Hello, somebody fucking wake up on the near post. Oh my God, this Dauda guy is just way too freaking rapid. We have nobody that can deal with that speed. Carice just gets in front of that, and then no one goes and tries to clean that up. Instead, it's going to be in there, and it's an LA goal. That's just lazy defending. Absolutely lazy defending. And when I say lazy defending, I mean shit coding by EA, because I was locked onto Carice and couldn't switch to anyone else to make them go get the ball. And it's an LA Galaxy goal right on the brink of halftime. Sick. First half was very even until EA decided it shouldn't be even anymore. Julian Green off of the crossbar. Very nearly had an equalizer. A bit of a cheese kickoff glitch goal, but I mean, it's not like LA deserved their goal either, so I would have taken it. Oh, ref, gonna give us one more chance. Fuentes. Oh, the ref's not blowing the whistle. Fuentes. No, he just couldn't freaking get the pass off. But it's gonna go for a corner. We do have one more chance. Walker Zimmerman picks up a yellow. Doesn't matter. He has to stay on the field right now because we have a corner. And you know we are looking for the one Walker Zimmerman on this corner. Delivery by Julian Green. It's Walker Zimmerman. There it was. Big save by Bingham. And that's going to be the end of the game. Oh my God. How did LA Galaxy steal 3 points? They 100,000,000% did not deserve a damn thing from that game. And yet they got all 3 points. Unbelievable. And that is one of the very few times this season where we have been held scoreless. And it is there's no reason for it. We had a ton of chances, just could not score. All right, so because we're so far out in front in the Western Conference, we're going to go ahead and sim a couple of games. Even though we're playing some good teams, we have Orlando right now. They're 5th place in the Eastern Conference. But basically, we're just kind of getting through the rest of this regular season. There's no reason to keep playing a million games. So there you go. Lamine Benzai comes in, gets the only goal, and we get another 3 points. Up next is Vancouver. They are in dead last, not only in the Western Conference, but in the league overall. And you'll see how far last they are when we look at the standings at the end of the episode. But even with a reserve team out there for us, we should be able... Yeah, see, that's a bad team in Vancouver. That might be one of the worst teams I've ever seen in an MLS career. We stomped them with a reserve team. And for the last game today, we are going to stay at home to take on FC Dallas. I'm going to stick with the rotated team because we do have the the US Open Cup final against Seattle coming up to start next episode, and it's in 3 days. So we'll just take whatever we can get from this one. It's a 2-0 loss at home. And Dallas are not a good team this year. That one's a little bit surprising. And so we will end it there for today. We are 19 points ahead of Seattle. It honestly doesn't matter. We clinched the supporter shield way back at the beginning of September, like weeks and weeks and weeks ago. We're 19 points ahead of Seattle. We're 14 points ahead of Atlanta. We have 3 games left to play. It's not even close. I mean, I think this is the biggest margin that we've had in this series thus far. So I don't know what happened. It was close going into the summer window, and coming out of the summer window, it just is where no one's near us. So I'm not sure what happened exactly, but we have 1 episode left before we hit the playoffs. We have the US Open Cup final to start off next episode, and then we have a couple of games where we'll just try some different things, try to keep everyone healthy, get Bin Zoo back hopefully at some point, and be fully fit going into the playoff run. So that's it for this one. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you when we come back for some more LAFC career. See ya.